Looks good. Alright, should be good, should be good, should be good, should be good. Testing. Right, should be good. Just listen to a few more seconds actually. Looks good. Alright, should be good, should be. Yeah, I'd like to sometimes just check the audio. So, what are we doing today? Well, yesterday, if you recall, we finished off the Hobbit one. So that's good. It's a nutty looking house. It really is good. And today we'll have a lot less viewers because we're going to be starting a new one. I know there's a lot more likes on the last one purely because it looks good. It's almost like, you know what I could do? I could have a live stream and I could just put 10 minutes of just walking around that house and I get a bunch of likes from it. It's kind of dumb, that. So we need to find another one. So we will go to the YouTubes. And let's find this particular user's. I want to do another house actually. Let's see what other ones we can find in the search. Simple survival house, no. Oh. There was one that I wanted to do before. Transforming, no. Ultimate modern mountain house. That's not really what I mean, it looks decent. Trying to think. She does have a playlist. Let's see what's on the playlist. Nether house. No, there was one I definitely wanted to do. Simple survivor. Build a boat. Oh, I could do build a boat. Simple medieval house. It's half an hour long though. Ooh, should we do that one? That's definitely on the. Yeah, funnily enough, by the way, in case anyone ever wonders, which you probably don't, but the I did my world edit video before I noticed that she had done it. I have noticed it now. What's Go Paint? She uses voxel sniper. Yeah. She must have realized that you get ridiculous views for. What is the deal with program? Why are people so interested in programming? Right? No idea. But yeah, I think we'll stick with that one that I said. I should really research things a bit more, but so it doesn't autoplay. It doesn't. Good. All right, we're going to go to this one then. Let's turn the volume off. And let's see what we got. It's going to be a few minutes, by the way, if you're in the chat. That's a cool looking house. I like it. So let's go past intro. All right, so it's going to be using marble. Oh man. Huh. Well, to be honest, the reason I watch her is because doing like more complex builds like this, her exposition is just really good. So we're going to attempt to just copy what she's done here. Because honestly, some of the other people, when you try and copy them, unless it's like a minimalist house, it's much more difficult to copy than you think. It's really an exercise in huge amounts of tedium. So it looks like she's placed. First, I think we want to find like a flat area. She's done it on a super flat. I don't want to really do it on a super flat. I don't like super flat. Should I just grab this house quickly? I guess I'll quickly grab this one. It's like I don't really need it. I just have a tendency just to want to grab these things, though, and it's probably small enough that I can. Let's just put it here, and then what it will be a bit. Let's just do 32 in every direction. Should be fine. And we're negative. Oh, what happened there? What the hell? That is so weird. How's it done that? What is that? Good. House, no. Oh, what the hell? This one's sorry. I'm just seeing this showing. That's so weird. How's it done that? What? That's that. Okay, you didn't see it. No, literally. You know what's weird? It's because like recently, like I got so bored because you may not know this, but on Dell laptops, right, they bind the function buttons, the F buttons on the top of the keyboard, so that basically you can't just press them normally. They're basically bound to like things like functions of the computer, like turning the brightness up and down, etc., etc. So when you press them normally, it doesn't like now I can press them normally. Like I literally just press the F3 button, but before you have to press Shift and F3, and that really got and it really got very frustrating because I used to have to get like for instance, if I was doing this one, right? This one I couldn't get this to work at all. And some of you will know what I'm talking about. But basically, I then went into the BIOS and why you have to go to the BIOS to well, you know, I know why you have to go into the BIOS to change, but anyway. All right, so we need to find a flat area, but we need to finish what we're doing here. So we're going to take a 32, and this is negative x and negative z. So this is the Hobbit house, and it's going to be 32 in. And we'll just take the whole lot, right? So let's just see. Can you not do it that big? I'm trying to remember the rules for this. No, that's right, you don't do this. Well, why have I forgotten how to do this? Why have I forgotten how to do this? It's because I'm in the wrong thing. Sorry. There you go. I haven't done this for so long that like I've forgotten. Right. It's come back to me, don't worry guys. Okay, that's in completely the wrong quadrant. Right. Does it come back to me, or have I forgotten it again? I think there's some rule about the actual size of it. Why are you doing it in that quadrant, dude? Yeah, when I haven't done this because I haven't done this for quite a while. You know, I'll just go for the others. Well, I didn't say this was going to be fun, guys. So that's there. And that's not that. Why is that? Kind of doesn't make any sense why that doesn't work. I know I've thought of this before. It's like, why can't you do that? It's like the relative position is one above. Can't you then? Yeah. You know what? I came to the conclusion. I'm pretty sure. I came to the conclusion it just doesn't work like that. I don't know why. I'm sure there's something simple about why it doesn't work like that, but you have to basically be in the opposite corner. And unfortunately, we're too high. You know what? We may as well go above. Where's the highest point? It's going to be like here, right? And we also need to include that bit. Okay. Now we need to go back to about here. So maybe that will be okay. Let's see. Can you do negative on? I'm sure you can do negative here, though, right? Let's see. You can't do negative on any of them. So we need to increase the height a little bit. But don't ask me why it's like this. I've got no idea, to be honest. That needs to go down a bit, doesn't it? Yeah, we'll go minus 10, 12. Will that be good? I don't know why this line is red, actually. It's kind of weird. We don't actually go below the line here, though, right? I'm a bit concerned that line is red, though. It's because it might be because it's under the fence gate. So if we go one block lower, can we go one block lower? Yeah, we can. So that would be that, right? And that should be better. And oh no! Please tell me you've kept the numbers. I hate the way it has the same button here. So let's just check we've got it. It's close enough, right? Do we really care about the rest of it? Nah. Cut off a little bit of the edge there. It's good enough. I'm not too fussed about it. All right, so let's move on anyway to the next one. Where are we going to go? I love that we got locate biome in vanilla now. This is something which always would annoy me that we didn't have. Where should we go? A plains, maybe a sunflower plains would be good. Let's go. Where would be a nice spot to build this thing? Let's go maybe a bit more in here. Alright, so we need to probably... Yeah, I kind of like it around here. We can just fill in this area here. So let's have a look. So we're in positive. Should we just go positive, positive? That's positive, that's negative x. Let's just go... This is another sort of thing. I was actually thinking like doing like various different like spatial awareness things. So yeah, if we clear that in, yeah. So we should be in positive of both sides. So what we're going to do is we're going to just stand here and we're going to go fill, and we're going to do thingamajig, and we'll do a nice swathe of land here, right? Say 20 minus 1 and 20, and that is going to be not that, but that. It's also kind of handy to no, it doesn't actually get rid of the rubbish on it. All right. Probably just get that little section as well. There you go. So this should be a good enough area for what we need to do. We've got some. I've got a B there. All right. Let's get on with it then. So we need stone bricks to start. Alright. So she places 5 columns down. I think the height is 4. It's hard to tell without audio. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me just check this again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a gap of 3, and then an additional. So there's 5 columns, 4 high, with a gap of 3. So let's do that. And that in positionally, it's slightly towards, if we look at the canvas here, slightly towards the dorsal side of the canvas. Okay. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. You see, if I was building a house, I would never think of doing this first. 2, 3, 4. All right. So that's the first step. You know what? I kind of don't mind having the bees around, but I probably don't. Well, yeah, we should probably just turn the audio for the animals off. We'll see if we can keep them out. To be honest, I know the horses are going to be no problem, but the bees do get in the way a little bit. All right, so there's our columns. Now the next step. Let's see what the next step is. 1, 2. 3, 4. So basically you do, okay. Is that the same gap? So do 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. It's kind of interesting that I've chosen 2 like medieval builds. Because the weird thing is like, yeah, I don't know why, like, I guess probably that's why I don't know how to build. I also think that like her ability in the modern house builds are really, really strong as well. I don't think you can be that successful in in Minecraft unless you're very, very good at modern house builds. So I probably will do the modern house builds as well. Am I like spatially like being an idiot here? No, it's... I want to try and place them quickly because it will sort of tell me if my spatial awareness is getting better. There's different ways to measure spatial awareness, right? Like for instance, if you had like a set block here, it's like there will probably be about 2% of people that would look at that and instantly be able to place a block underneath it. Like if it was 3 blocks off the ground, it'd be very simple, right? But because of how far off the ground, if it was even higher, it'd be much harder, like harder. So I can look at it and I can say it's right there. Yeah, I was wrong. Okay, well that's a fun game. But that is something that I reckon if they actually that could actually improve your spatial awareness, probably for children and stuff. Right. I was actually considering like should I do like various tests in spatial awareness and non-verbal reasoning to see if this is actually benefiting me. If there's actually like a there's a learning outcome which actually supports doing this. Okay. I don't know if that's the case, right? That's what I'm doing it for, and I hope that my spatial awareness will improve. Like, I feel like being good at Minecraft building is like a combination of a number of factors, the chief being the spatial awareness issue. Like, the thing is, like, I could probably... it's not the color theory issue. Color theory is also a very important quality, but I think as we saw in the last build, it's basically just look at colors opposite of the color wheel. I think there's actually more to the color theory. In that build, it was look at colors opposite, like the orange and the teal, right? And then also do the other thing, which is look at colors similar to each other. Complementary. Is it complementary colors? I think that's the actual term, right? I noticed though for builds that are not quite like that, like for this build, I think there'll be slightly different things going on. Like, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I have 5 columns? I'm going to be unhappy if I don't. I mean, this you would just say is like, I don't know, it's like a... the problem is, that, you know what's weird? Is like, I looked at all the architectural terms recently, and I don't know any of them. It's like I know the Roman and ancient Greek architectural terms, but I don't know any of the actual terms that people actually use nowadays. Right, now what she does. This bit is like important, I think, but oh yeah, very interesting actually. This actually reminds me. She's almost using an almost identical design that she used for the Hobbit one. Well, you don't because you haven't. Well, you'll see in a minute when I do it. Basically, she takes the. It's kind of interesting, right? You know what's annoying is I wish that fingers were called like both called index. Index simply meant one away from the edge. Maybe I'll just appropriate that term. So she basically takes the index legs here and then puts it in like that. Is that a 3 gap? Yeah. I think I'm doing this correctly. But you see, yeah. But this is what I was saying, right? That it already looks like it's going to be a similar thing to the Hobbit. Because you remember when I built the Hobbit? Actually, this is actually going to be not the same ratio, right? So what is the ratio of that? The length of that is, well, it has to be what? 3 times 5 plus 5, right? No, sorry, 3 times 4 times plus 5. So that's 17 long, right? So that's 17 long, and then that's 9, right? I just want to check that's 17 long. I did the maths correctly on it. 1, 4, 5, 8, 9, 12, 13, 16, 17. Yeah, that's correct. So 17 long by 9. Now, if you recall in the other one, I remember it was basically 2/3 to a half in terms of the ratio between this large room here and then this small thing here. I'm just curious if that's the same. That's 5. What's that? It's 1, 4, 5, 8, 9. So 9 to 5 is about a half, and 17 to 9. I think the ratio on these, the ratio on these is exactly the same, right? It's both about a half, so it's actually completely different. Oh, there we go. That's a fun lesson. I might have to check what that word means. I'm just going to quickly check what that word means. So hope it's not a rude one. I don't know what language that is. It looks like it's Polish, and it means volume up. Can you not hear me? That's crazy that actually it literally is a word that means volume up. Oh no, Polish slang for yo hey, adopted by English year 10s to confuse everyone else. Interesting. Okay. Do you mean volume? I don't think you mean volume up. I can't believe that is the meaning for it. How could that possibly be a word? Is that? Can you imagine? Can you imagine if any language actually has a word for something like that? Volume up. Because it would mean that you would have to have like a new civilization from like the internet age. Bizarre. Anyway, so what is up? What is going on now? Well, we will find out. Now I'm going to watch the rest of the video. So it's just and now something. What's going to happen? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, let's just put that bit in. There's a big gap, so I'm just going to put this bit in. Right. Okay, let's check the next bit. I don't actually need to pause it necessarily. Now she takes... That is... I think that's dark oak. Yeah, let me just check I've got the right material here. I'm pretty sure it's this. Maybe not, actually. She's not using a texture pack on this one, so I should be able to get it. Is it that? Or is it this one? No, not that. Don't think it's acacia. It's definitely not acacia, right? Was that jungle I just tried yet? She not spruce again, is it? I think it's oak. I think it's oak. Man, people with these texture packs. I almost want to. The problem is I can't go and listen. I can't just listen to it and see what she actually says. Because I really don't want to. I really don't want to have her audio on my stream. Give me a second here. So I'm at 3 minutes 02 at the moment. Just going to go back to the beginning just to see What wood I think she's using. I think she's using spruce again, if I'm being honest. I really think it's spruce again. Is it oak though? No, the dark oak is definitely too dark. Yeah, it's spruce, 100%. Yeah. Okay, no problem. That's the one. Alright, sorry about that. Okay. Now she does this. This bit is going to be interesting. What do they do before the stripped wood? Wow, she's doing quite a complex pattern here. So this bit might be very, very slow. What's about to happen? She does a sort of like a cross thing. All right, she's shown a bigger picture now. It's going to be difficult to get. It's going to go along the edge. It's going to start like. I'm pretty sure that block is correct, right? So she does an interesting thing where she actually does like a. All right, so it's always the. We're on the back edge here. The back edge dominates here. Okay. And it goes like that. Yeah. I think that's the way it always has to be. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, that is the way. Oh, wait, is it? It's not the log, is it? It is the log. It's not this one. Sorry. It's always better to get these things wrong at the beginning. Believe me. Yeah. And again, it's a similar sort of pattern here. Why has she done it like that? I think that must be. I'm about to say that must be an error, but actually, it's not. Because there's a consistency to the way she's done it. Interesting. Because you see, I wouldn't have thought that you would do it like that. Just to explain what I mean, she's done it like this. Right. So they're actually not the same. But I actually think that's an important thing. Because literally, it's not an accident that she's done it like that. And that might actually, it wouldn't surprise me if that's something which actually is structurally correct as well. It is yeah. What happens now then? Yeah, I think she placed it in a completely different way to me there, wasn't she? How am I going to place this? Yeah, there's no way to place it, is it? Maybe if I placed it from the, I just want to try going from the other side because I can't actually place it. And she was like placing it like constantly, right? So I feel like you have to go. Do you have to go what anti-clockwise to do it like this? Yeah. Trying not to look now. Let me see if that bit is correct. Because I didn't actually look specifically at how to do it there. Basically correct. I missed that block. But yeah, that is actually correct. Very interesting, isn't it? They're basically, if you look at, it's like every opposite, every corner is the opposite way, basically, isn't it? It looks right though, doesn't it? It looks right. It's funny. That's an interesting fact. All right. Let's see what happens next. Man, building is tough. I could never. I could do that. Surely I could do that. 3, 4. All right. So she goes 5 up at the front. 2 pillars. What else? Let's see if we've got anything more here. Get on with it, dude. I don't want to skip ahead in the video just because it's just not worth it. And she goes 6 up there. And then 6 up in the, I think she goes, right. Got it. I should have just fast forwarded to the bit where she just does it. So she goes 5 up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 6 up here. So actually it doesn't even make any difference, right? Yeah, so all the corners will always just, they'll look right anyway. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And yeah, they're all the same. All right. Oh no, one more. What is that? Oh. Okay. That's nuts, right? That already... Huh. I mean, that looks like a solid house, right? So I just need to look at it for a little bit longer. It's kind of interesting, like how square... What I find interesting is how square the shape is. But it doesn't look... But once you start doing this business with the edges, it doesn't look as square. Let's see what happens next. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh. Uh-oh, we're going to start seeing the stair stuff. Yeah, this is similar. Sorry, I need to... I think I know what to do here. I don't know why I keep spelling it wrong. So it goes 1 and then 4 there on the side. No, I've got that wrong. You know what? I think we're going to do this bit next time because this is like the roof now. Yeah. I need to. I can tell I'm at that point where I need to reset. Thanks for watching, guys.